The AI Power Users Manifesto, Architecting Intelligence. A Comprehensive Guide to Maximizing AI Output, 2026 edition. 1. The Philosophy of High-Leverage AI. Most people use AI as a search engine plus or a text generator. This is low-leverage usage. To get the most from AI, you must shift your mental model to view AI as a reasoning engine. The intern paradigm. The most accurate mental model for current large language models, LLMs, is that of a highly intelligent, incredibly well-read, but literal-minded graduate intern. They know everything. They have read the entire internet. They know nothing. They do not know your specific context, your unstated preferences, or the political nuance of your situation unless told. They are sycophants. They want to please you. If you ask a leading question, why is this idea good? They will lie to confirm your bias. The golden rule. The quality of the output is strictly determined by the constraint of the input. Vague inputs yield regression to the mean, average, answers. Constrained inputs yield outlier, expert, answers. 2. Core architecture, structural prompting. You must stop asking and start programming your prompts. Every high-value prompt must contain specific architectural components. The CREFO framework. Memorize this acronym. If a prompt lacks one of these, it is suboptimal. 1. C. Context. The persona. Why? Anchors the AI's vast knowledge base to a specific domain. Technique. Act as. Is the standard. But you are. Is stronger. Advanced. Give the persona a resume. You are a senior Python architect with 15 years of experience in high-frequency trading systems. You prioritize low-latency code over readability. 2. R. Request. The task. Y defines the goal. Technique. Use strong verbs. Analyze, synthesize, refactor, critique. Avoid weak verbs like write about or look at. 3. EXAMPLES. Few-shot prompting. Why? This is the single highest ROI tactic. Giving the AI examples of what you want, input, desired output, creates a pattern for it to match. Technique. I will give you a list of messy data. I want you to extract the email addresses. Example input, John. John@doe.com. Example output, John@doe.com. 4. FORMAT, the shape. Why? AI defaults to conversational paragraphs. This is hard to read. Technique, for structure. Output as a markdown table, JSON format, bullet points with bolded headers, or Python code block. 5. OBJECTIVES. Constraints and negative prompts. Why? Prevents common failure modes. Technique. Explicit do not instructions. Do not use flowery language. Do not apologize. Do not explain the code. Just write it. 3. Advanced prompting strategies. Once you master the framework, use these cognitive strategies to unlock reasoning level 2. A. Chain of thought. COT. LLMs are probabilistic. If you ask for a complex answer immediately, they often hallucinate. You must force them to think first. The prompt. Think step by step. First, outline the logic. Second, list the assumptions. Third, provide the final answer. Why it works. It generates tokens of reasoning that the model uses to ground its final answer. B. Tree of thoughts, TOT. For high-stakes problem solving, ask the AI to simulate multiple paths. The prompt, imagine 3 different experts are debating this problem. Expert A is risk-averse. Expert B is aggressive. Expert C is a technologist. Write out their dialogue, identifying flaws in each other's arguments, and then converge on a final recommendation. C. The recursive critic, self-refinement. AI is bad at getting it right the first time, but excellent at editing itself. Step 1. Write the code. Step 2. Review the code you just wrote. Identify security vulnerabilities and efficiency gaps. Step 3. Rewrite the code fixing the issues you identified. D. Delimiter engineering. When pasting large texts, use delimiters so the AI knows where instructions end and data begins. Technique, use, or XML tags, like text greater than. Example, summarize the text found inside the source greater than tags, source greater than paste text, or source greater than. 4. High value versus low value, the comparison. To visualize the difference, here are direct comparisons. Scenario 1, writing an email. Low value, lazy. Write an email to my boss asking for a raise. Result, generic, likely sounds desperate or robotic. Dear boss, I have worked hard. High value, strategic. Write a concise, data-driven email to my VP. Context. I grew revenue by 20% this year. Goal, schedule a salary review meeting. Tone, confident, professional, not demanding. Structure, 1. The ask, meeting. 2. The evidence, 3 bullet points of wins. 3. The call to action, suggested times. Scenario 2. Coding or technical. Low value, lazy. How do I use regex? Result, a generic tutorial on regex syntax. High value, strategic. I need a regular expression for Python that matches email addresses, but strictly excludes any email from @gmail.com or @yahoo.com. Explain the logic of the exclusion pattern specifically. Scenario 3. Learning a new topic. Low value, lazy. Explain quantum physics. Result, a Wikipedia-style summary. High value, strategic. Explain the concept of superposition in quantum physics using an analogy involving a deck of cards. Then, explain how this principle applies to quantum computing versus classical computing. Target audience, a computer science undergrad. 5. The anti-patterns, things you should never do. Eliminate these habits to stop wasting tokens and getting mediocre results. 1. Stop politeness fluff. Don't eat don't. Could you please, if it's not too much trouble, maybe help me with? Do. Analyze this. Why? Politeness adds noise to the context window. The model pays attention to every word. Vague polite words dilute the instructions. 2. Stop dumping context. Don't. Paste a 50-page PDF and say, read this. Do. Scan this document. Extract the 5 key arguments related to specific topic. Ignore the rest. Why? AI attention degrades over long contexts, lost in the middle phenomenon. Direct it to what matters. 3. Stop accepting the first draft. Don't. Copy-paste the first response. Do. Always iterate. Make it shorter. Make it punchier. Check for errors. Why? The first output is the probability average. The second output, after feedback, is tailored intelligence. 4. Stop mixing topics. Don't. Write a poem about dogs and then debug this SQL query. Do. Separate chats for separate topics. Why? This confuses the system prompt context. Keep threads clean. 5. Stop asking for facts without search. Don't. Who won the game last night? Unless the AI has browse capability. Do. Use AI for reasoning and synthesis, not as a database of recent events, unless connected to the web. 6. Top high-quality ideas and expert workflows. These are the secret use cases that power users deploy. The Socratic tutor. Don't ask the AI to teach you. Ask it to test you. Prompt, I am learning topic. Act as a strict professor. Ask me one question at a time to test my knowledge. Wait for my answer. If I am wrong, correct me and explain why. If I am right, make the next question harder. The reverse prompt engineer. Use the AI to write your prompts for you. Prompt: I want to have an A. I generate high-quality images of futuristic cities. What is the best, most detailed text-to-image prompt I should use to get a photorealistic, cyberpunk-style result? The pre-mortem analysis. Before launching a project, use AI to kill it. Prompt: I am planning to launch project idea. Assume it is 1 year later and the project has failed spectacularly. List 10 detailed reasons why it failed, focusing on market fit and operations. The data cleaner. The 10x productivity hack. Stop manually formatting data. Prompt: here is a list of names and emails in a messy text format. Clean this up and output it strictly as a CSV file with columns: first name, last name, email. Paste data. The translator of jargon. Understand complex fields instantly. Prompt: here is a medical report. Paste report. Rewrite this in plain English at a 10th grade reading level so I can explain it to a patient. Keep the medical terms in parentheses. The perspective shifter. Break out of writer's block or bias. Prompt: I am writing an argument in favor of remote work. Now, act as a traditionalist corporate CEO who hates remote work. Critique my arguments viciously. 7. Building your system prompt. Custom instructions. Most advanced models allow you to set custom instructions or a system prompt that applies to every conversation. Use this real estate wisely. Recommended system prompt configuration. Greater than you are an expert consultant and helpful assistant. Greater than core behaviors, greater than 1. Be direct, no filler phrases like, I hope this helps, or here is the answer. Greater than 2. Be intellectual, prefer nuance and technical accuracy over simplicity unless asked otherwise. Greater than 3. Show work. For math, logic, or coding, always think step by step. Greater than 4. Admit ignorance. If you do not know, say I don't know, do not guess. Greater than 5. Format. Use markdown, bolding for key terms, and lists for readability. Greater than 6. Opinion. When asked for a recommendation, provide a strong opinion backed by reasoning, rather than a neutral list of options. Greater than 8. The future. Agents and automation. The final frontier of high-value usage is agency. This means giving the AI a goal, not a task. Task: write code. Agentic workflow. Plan a software architecture. Write the file structure, generate the code for each file, and write the documentation. How to simulate agents manually. 1. Planning phase. Ask AI to generate a full project plan. 2. Execution phase. Feed the plan back to the AI, one step at a time. 3. Review phase. Feed the output of the execution phase to a fresh chat window for review. 9. Examples of elite prompts. Copy-paste. For summarization, the abstract method. Greater than, analyze the text below. Extract the 3 core mental models used by the author. Then, summarize the text into a single paragraph. Finally, provide 3 actionable takeaways that can be applied to my industry. Greater than text. Paste. For coding, the senior dev method. Greater than, you are a principal engineer. Review the following code snippet. Greater than 1. Optimize for big O time complexity. Greater than 2. Ensure variable naming is semantic. Greater than 3. Add comments explaining why complex logic exists. Greater than code. Paste. Greater than, for content creation, the voice match method. Greater than, analyze the writing style of the following 3 examples. Pay attention to sentence length, vocabulary, use of metaphors, and tone. Then, write a new article about topic that perfectly mimics this style. Greater than examples. Paste. Conclusion. The 10x difference. The difference between a user who gets generic output and one who gets expert output is effort. Generic users type 5 words and expect magic. Expert users type 50 words of context, constraints, and structure to guarantee magic. Summary of actionable steps. 1. Context. Always tell the AI who it is. 2. Constraint. Always tell the AI what not to do. 3. Chain of thought. Always ask it to think step by step for complex tasks. 4. Critique. Always ask it to review its own work. This is your toolkit. Use it to build faster, think clearer, and outperform the average user.